Hostages to fortune. We go. Real estate, the very vessel I was looking for. Couple, I need you to take a ladder to Eugenia's Spire in the North Route. The wood where your dear leader, that's me, was born and raised. It needs to be delivered to Mia Molcott, leader of the White Rams. Officially, they're an offshoot of the Quivers, but in practice, they are Miss Molcott's private army. The XIV call her the Black Cat. Whenever she crosses their path, they're sure to meet with an unfortunate end. Couple. Truth be told, it isn't the first time I've tried to deliver this letter. I entrusted it to another subordinate of mine. I'll deliver Moogle his very first mission, but he got chased away by the birdman and fluttered back, hiding his face under his pom-pom. He simply wasn't cut for such a tricky task, but who is, though? I thought. Who best to dispatch to XIV interested for us and explain this letter latest into Fury Temple Miss Molcott? Guess whose name sprang to mind? Here's a letter, you say. Off go, pop, 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 pop. She's not in the XIV camp, so... At the XIV. Speaking of XIV, I have to finish the reputation quest with them. You seek Miyamoko, I'm she, instructor of the God's Quiver, commander of the White Rams, and bane of the feather fiend who dares to poke his beak in the Twelve's hood. I know you. We've spoken before, have we not? I trust you've bagged a few birdies of your own since we last met. Real say, isn't it? What business do you have with Meow? Apologizes, a slip of the tongue. When I say with Meow, I mean with Meow. Not Meow, bah. Oh, bah. What do you want? Letter. Let me see that. Oh, how wonderful. It's a letter from Lady Filota. The woman is like a mother to me, you see. I lost my parents when I was young, and it was she who raised me from a milling babe. Her son was a great hero, a leader of the right hand before me, but he too was lost in the line of duty. But let me see what news she has. She says she is to visit the Falgold Float with her dear grandson, but by the dates she gives, she should be here at this very moment. It's strange that I have had no word of their arrival. Perhaps she simply misheard her calendar. After all, she speaks of future, but these dates are past. Tell me, adventure, when was the letter posted? Those incompetent Moogles. Never trust anything with wings, I say. Then these dates must be true. They should be here already. I smell the filthy hands of those bastard birdies in this. We must send a search party. If they came to Via Gridania, they might have been ambushed in Treespeak. A bunch of Ix raid the area, but they're usually too chicken-hearted to approach the paths. I have a sentry there watching their movements. Go to him and ask if he sees anything. Untoward. Oh, and if you untoward. What? Oh, and if you should happen to meet with any wee birdies, none shall weep if you snap their scranny necks. Alright, it's in here. So, why don't we go there? What do you have around here? Guys, have you seen any families around here? You should have oh. No, that's not you guys. You're not a family. You're just two dumbos. Oh, sorry, squirrel. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My bad. Squawk! Wounded featherless one you seek. Fight them, my axe will. Hold it right there, you squawking scum. Squawk! Good Garuda, Mia Molcott you are. Black Yakut White Rams. My life you will spare, yes. Squawk! You get no mercy from me. I'll rip off your beak and wear it as a hat. Remember our motto, soldiers? And XIV must die. Our XIV must die. Hold a moment, ma'am. Before I was set upon, I was watching this group of XIV for some time. They seem to be patrolling his area. Perhaps he knows something what befell of Lady Pilota and her grandson. Alright, now bite. Listen up, you biggie bastard. Answer me truly, and I'll grant you painless death. Have you seen a lady and a young boy pass through this area? Squawk, searching for white-haired elder and girly voiced hatchling federal as one are. Seen them I have. Attacked by a nasty beastie have the caravan was. Ran from the beastie they did. Frightened and shaken. Gah, you lie. The only beasts around here that would think of a raiding caravan are you and your craven kind. Cow. No, Black Cat, only the truth, I'm telling. Worth more than mine these Federalist ones' lives are. Then maybe a deal we're making. My life you spare, your Federalist friends I catch. Release them to you, we will, scratchless and sound. A deal we have. Catch them. And then hold them as hostages, no doubt. I say we kill the fat fool right now and teach this Ixa a lesson. Right, Ryusei? There must be some good in him, let's agree to do. There is no good in a birdman, just blood and bile. Believe me, I've checked, but mayhap you're right. We have a little to lose by releasing this range, and possibly much to gain. Alright, Beaky, if you truly swear on what you will return your friends is unharmed, we'll agree your deal. Squawk, spared I am. By Moogle the Merciless, believe it I cannot. Well known to your kind your cruelty is, and yet walk free I do? Then, on my honor, my word you have. With my hand wing I shall speak. Your smooth and wrinkly friends together we will catch. Send word we shall. Come to the river bend worthless here, and your friends we shall return. How the spies listening to their feral brain battle. The fool knows nothing except how to delay his death with false promises. Still would have you follow him to this headwing, just to be sure. We shall return to the spire to see if your parties have met with more success. I'm sorry for my acting, guys, but my mood is really not there with those delivery Moogle quests. I'm just doing this because I will be posting them and they are content, but I truly have no will to do it. I shouldn't be saying this on the video that you're watching, right? Come to play, the Black Cat dog has. For his life, the sniveling wretch begged. No true XIV that one is. By my own talos, punished he shall be. His craven promises will never be honored. But to what I say now, listen well, fatherless one. Our hostages, your friends are. The old one and the young. See them again you would, then do my bidding you shall. Within your brothers we search, unharmed and unhindered. You will leave us. When done we are, and only then the hostages we shall release. We lie, you think. Then the truth we prove. Set free the wrinkled one would be. Across the river you will find her. On the cliffs over Foggled float. Alas, in truth, with you we seek not. Pains me, it does, to show mercy to the hated Molcat, but our reasons we have, and our promises we will honor, if the Black Cat will do the same. She won't like that. Yeah, she won't. She'll probably pound me. Good eve to you, adventurer. My name is Pilota. Would you happen to be the young gentleman sent by me a Molcat? I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was traveling with my young grandson from Gridania, but as we made our way to Treespeak, we were set upon an angered Trent, and our carriage was overturned. My grandson and I managed to escape, but we were separated from our guard. We fled into the forest seeking shelter, but only found a nest. Big sow. They captured us in our band. What the fuck? I fear we have to be offered to their god. I imagined my relief when I overheard them speaking to us of not a sacrifice but hostages. And then without a word of warning I was released. They marched Me here, remove my blindfold and bade me wait with me as an envoy to collect me. Thank you, adventure, by my grandson. He is still in the birdman's clutches. Must send word to me. I pray, adventure, return to me and relate to all that I have told you. If anyone can save my grandson, it is she. Please do not worry about me. I can make my way to Falgord Float from here. The gods dear will protect me. B. Lady Philopto is safe, thank the gods, but our the grandson was released too. What? They plan to hold the boy hostages to keep my claws from their craven necks. Their cold drudgery knows no bounds. They say they will release the child when they have found something. I spit on their lies. They seek nothing but our land, and would use the boy as a shield to secure their trespass. Nothing up with my eaters, they shall gain nothing but their deaths. The birdies have picked the wrong prey this time. The boy is an only child of Lady Piloto's late son. Once the leader of the White Rams. We are honor-bound to free him from their filthy claws. Their rule the day they ever thought of laying their hands on one of us. You can tell Lady Philota that Mia Molcott will not rest until her grandson is safely returned, and the reels run red with birdman blood. Go to the bubbling cork and let her know just that. Why? Why is this important? I don't care. Why she needs to know? Just go rescue the children and then we'll take the children to her. Oh, what is this? Mia plans to rescue my grandson herself. That is the best news I could have hoped to hear. Cannot thank you enough for your assistance, this matter, young man. I have known Mia since she was but a mailing babe. I believe me when I say that I have full confidence that she shall devote every energy to rescuing my grandson. If anyone can rescue him, those brutes. Near 20 years have passed since the day we first met. Back when my son was still the leader of the White Rams. Before he was taken from us, a report came that a settlement was under XIV attack, and he raced to his defense. By the time he and his men arrived, the XIV had already captured the village. My son refused to abandon it in their clutches, and led daring attempt to rescue the villagers. We finally succeeded in expelling the invaders, but their deadly work was done. Only one child emerged alive from the ruins, Mia. My son took the orphaned girl under his wing and taught her bowmanship. She came to idolize him as a master, and perhaps a father. But now she is twice orphaned, and the XIV hold her master's only son as a hostage. I can understand her fury. But this anger of hers, I fear it may cloud her judgment in this case, and drive her to recklessness. I pray you, young man, return to her and urge her not to be so too rash on her plans. I could not live with myself when my grandson safely be bought with friendly blood. Lady Philota said that, even if her grandson had captive by the birdman, she worries for her safety of our soldiers. Truly, the lady's consideration know no bounds. But I fear the time for restraint is past. It sickens me to sit by the birdmen prowl our forest, using one of our own as shield. Their band has just been sighted from this very spire and moving northwards. Do you realize what this means? The dissembling birds return to their lodging grounds with Lady Philosota's grandson in tow. So much for their honor and honesty. We must pounce now, before they escape through Proud Creek. Meow. Hold a moment, I have word from my scouts. Yes, you have them in your sights, then on my order unleashed. What? They send a messenger? They say they found what they are looking for, and they will release the hostage immediately. Understood, over and out. Did you hear that, Rusey? The birdmen say they have released the boy, but in Proud Creek of all places. Why, he would almost be safer in their evil clutches. You must go there straight away and find the child before something wickeder does. This video is horrible. I wanna go home. Why am I doing this? Are you a friend of Miss Molcott's? Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. I hate you, little twat. Oh yes, I'm quite alright. They didn't hurt me, only my pride. I was such a fool stumbling straight into XIV's camp. I'm sorry for causing everyone to go such a trouble to rescue me. Mia wouldn't have let herself get caught so easily, nor would my father. I'm just thankful the XIV were true to their word. I overheard some of what they were discussing. It seemed like they were searching for a hatchling of theirs, the young of a chieftain who had disappeared from his nest. They had followed his trail into Treespeak. They were raiding forces to launch an invasion to recover the child, knowing it would lead to an all-out war with Gridania. But then they somehow learned of my grandson's grandma's arrival and resolved to kidnap us instead to secure a truce that would allow the rescue party to search unhindered. But there is something I don't understand. When the leader of the XIV cut my bonds, he whispered something strange to me. His promise your father kept, and so the same I shall do. And then they were gone. Young master, how good is it to find you safe? Is aught amiss? The XIV were on the search for a hatchling, so then they were not raiders but rescuers. We must report these developments to Commander Molcott immediately. Let us raise then visit the genius spire. Come, child. Blah blah. What promise did the father kept? Bro, it's not going to end yet? Oh my god, what else do I have to talk to other than report this? I don't want to talk to the grandma, fuck her. Please sir, you have to stop her. The commander means to harry the XL retreat and strike them all down. And you would stop me. Have you forgotten our motto? And our XL must die. I know, but please, ma'am, I beg you to reconsider. This was not an invasion, it was a rescue mission. They were searching for a lost hatchling. After all, they did keep their promise. They released the boy. Surely it is only right that we should honor our side of the agreement and allow them to leave. What agreement? Those were their conditions and they only had the nerve to give them because they were holding the poor boy hostage. They invade our land, steal our children, and you would show them mercy. The only peace they will get from this is that of the grave. Sir, you must help me. Go to the bobbing crook and bring back Lady Philota. She is the only commander Molcott will listen to. There is something that bothers me about all this. It's what the XIV said. Something of promises kept years long past. If anyone knows what it means, it's Lady Philota will. If there is anyone here with me, I want you to know that I appreciate you so much for not having left me yet. Oh, I forgot it was up there. Chat, I wanna... this aura just keep annoying me too. Oh, my grandson is safe. Thank you, adventure, 1,000 times. Thank you, how can I possibly repay you all you've done for my family? Die. I see. It appears the situation is more complicated than we first thought. The XIV that took were a rescue team, and now Mia plans to attack their retreat, and the hatchling with them. Oh, can I stop her? Yep. Perhaps I can, for I indeed have some knowledge of this promise the XIV spoke of. How strange that our fates should be brought together again like this. The elementals work in mystery ways. Very well, I'll talk with Mia, and would it be so much to speak to you once would it be too much to ask you to do me a further kindness? Run ahead to Eugene's spire and delay her from taking a drastic action. I will join you as soon as I can. The path is steep, and I am afraid I'm not as young as I once was. Just hop in, Gerber. We could go together. Oh my god, it's gonna end. Let's go, Gerber. Please, Gerber, please. Just make it end, Gerber. Just make it end. Just make it all end. Alright, you're the last of them. Join up the forward squadron and begin the attack. The poor rebirds don't know what hit them. Stop. I am the warrior of light. Fuck you. What is it, adventurer? You tell me you object my attack as well? And so do I, Mia. Grandma. Bazunga. Lady Philota, what are you doing here? You have been through so much, the claws, the birdman, you need to rest. As do you, Mia. This is a story you must needs hear. A story begun long ago, but not yet concluded. Story? What story? A tale from long ago, when my son led the white rams, as you know. A time when we found ourselves caught at the same snare the XIV did the day, if I reflected in the grass. There was a young girl trapped behind the XIV lines. The white rams put together a rescue team to save her, and prepared to strike at the heart of the enemy. The XIV were surrounded, but our defenses were strong. Our hopes seemed lost. Until, quite by chance, a separate raid led to the capture of several XIV hatchlings, abandoning their nests. So both sides came to hold younglings as hostages. Threat was answered with counter-threat, and both sides prepared for a bloody resolution. Until my son reached out to the XIV, he offered them a truce, and a promise. He would return their hatchling if the XIV would withdraw and spare the child. Tell me, my dear, what is what the XIV chieftain said to you, that your father kept his promise, so he would keep his return? Can only be the will of the elementals that brought such a fate to pass. There can be no doubt. A chieftain who was once one of the XIV hatchlings my son released. The chieftain was one of the XIV hatchlings my son released that day. It was my son's promise that lifted the siege on the village and saved the child, a young Mikota's girl with an ink-black coat and a shining eye. A master bought my life with this? After 20 long years, the threads of the destiny that entwined on that fateful day have brought you together once more. Whether you sever more those ties now or tie them stronger, your only heart can decide. To be bound to an exile or cut off myself free. Alright, soldiers. Call off the attack, send word to the vanguard. They are to escort the exile off our lands. But under no circumstances are the birdmen to be fired upon. Anyone foolish enough to disobey will answer to me. But Commander, what about the motto? Oh, they'll die alright. The minute they slap their 30 feet back to the 12's wood, I'll snap their twiggy wee necks and lap their blood. Every yeah. Ma'am, yes ma'am. Yay! Yay, happy ending. Woohoo, come on man, come on, finish it. I did so want to push my claws into their beady little eyes, but it's not for me to put an end to what my master began. Real say you came to me with a letter, but in the end you brought me something far more important. A true compassion, a legacy of my master that I was too quick to forget. There is only one thing I can say. Thank you, Meow. Thank Meow. It's over.
Oh my god, 20 minutes? Jesus Christ, that was horrible. I hated that.